What is going on, everyone? It is April the 14th, and as you likely, hopefully, maybe saw, I've got a Lazortron max level super boost, oh my gosh, video out. So what I figured is I'd throw out this video as a mid-level. Oh, look at that, 4, come on 8, give us the 8, I want the 8. Yes, yes indeed, perfect. So if you're not sure, every 12 or so crates you get a 4, and every 24 or so you get an 8. And the 8 always comes after the 4. So anytime you get that 4 hero token, it's always an exciting moment because you know there might be an 8 right behind it. So as I was saying, I released the full boost level 5 Lazortron video yesterday, and a lot of you were like, how does that help me? And I understand completely. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look at some level 3 Lazortrons, and we're going to do it unboosted against Dr. T of the tropical variety, and we'll just see how they do. I don't entirely think they're going to be all that incredibly strong, but we will load them up, we'll see how they do, and go from there. And I got a couple people who are saying like, well, they're not super strong, they're not good at high levels. Well, I just saw a video from a dude named Nas. He is sitting at about, where is he at? He's sitting right here, number 9 in the world, and he's using them with 3 offense. Let's have a quick look at his video, or his base here. I'll link to it in the card in the top right or in the description down below. But he's got a video where he takes down 7 boosted ice using Lazortrons, and it's pretty darn cool. And you'll see that's why he's actually moved his boom cannons up to the front of his base, because Lazortrons and their straight line shooting have done some pretty cool stuff. So I'm going to actually... and this does pain me, by the way. It's Grenadier weekend. I really want to use these 90% off Grenadiers. I highly suggest leaving your Lazortron purchases until the end of the weekend after the Grenadier tribe and the Grenadier 90% off boost is gone. But then I couldn't bring you this video. So we're going to do it something along these lines. I don't entirely know. I don't have enough GBE to drop all of them, so we'll just see how it goes. I have the wrong hero loaded. Brick is not going to be the answer, most likely, but for these low-level stages, sure, let's battle orders. These guys will just cut through. I guess I should say these ladies, because they are shown as, the tanks are shown as being driven by ladies, and so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we don't fail, and I kind of assume we won't have any difficulty until Stage 5. Stage 5 is usually where the difficulty ramps up, but we shall soon find out. Now I'm going to drop them in this line right here. When you drop them, you want to be careful so that they actually will shoot through things. See, we wanted to get that shot through the crate and hit the rocket launcher. Not a huge deal, obviously, because we're on Stage 2. But your drop placement does really, really matter with these Lazortrons, just so that you can make sure that they're going to shoot in the general angle. Because if they're just shooting green space behind the target, it's kind of a waste. Stage 2 done like a boss, and just in case you weren't aware, these are level 3 Lazortrons. Let's see if I have my infographic still. Yes, we are HQ 18, Armory level 18, so we have level 3 MKII Lazortron styles carrying right along. Where do we want to drop these ones at? So they do outrange lasers. I mean, I should say sniper tower, so I'm going to drop them right about here because I want them to take out that rocket launcher. Now you see, they actually step forward. Just because they outrange sniper towers doesn't mean that they're not going to get pushed into the range. So you have to be a little bit careful there. Now we should be able, look at that, good work. Just because of the placement, they're going to take out a good chunk of the health of that sniper tower. And now as soon as this cannon's gone, I'm going to drop my Zookas over here. Zookas will head left and hopefully take out that flamethrower. And now we should be in good shape. Let's get battle orders, just because Brick's going to probably be very close to in range. Now, Stage 3, again, going down. We have not used any flares. Probably using flares is going to be a difficult time with these, just because I'm going to be dropping on different sides and trying to do combo split boat type attacks. Let's go like so. 1, 2, 3, medic, medic, medic. And now hopefully they're going to get overhealed by the medics. Yes, so far so good. Now look at this, like just taking out rocket launchers at the very back of the base. So useful. I am not a huge fan of tanks in general, as you may know, but using tanks is a combination I have warmed up to very much lately. Especially, I've been using tanks and grenadiers, and oops, I did not drop brick. Let's get that done just to speed things up a little bit. At this point, the base is over. We're going to remove the boom cannons just because they are a little bit dangerous. Might as well use some extra GBE. We'll shock this stuff over here just in case. Now, a couple people have been complaining about Lazortrons having loading times. I get it. The fact that they added loading times as opposed to removing loading times is a little bit unfortunate, but my general thinking is they were supposed to have loading times and someone forgot to add them. So, not ideal, but at least Lazortrons are fairly awesome now. They're worth the wait, in my opinion, and hopefully everyone's got endless reserves by now. I don't know if that's... I'd be very curious to see a stat on percentage of players that have endless reserves versus those that don't. I have no idea what the percentage of endless reserves is. If you have it, please let me know. I will do like a quick... Maybe I'll add a card for a survey, because I have literally no idea how many people have it and how many don't. I don't know if it's the normal or not. It seems to me, for me, I love it. It gives me the opportunity to clear my base much quicker. It also makes my boosts much more effective. And actually, you know what? Let's get rid of that machine gun because it's going to wreck our Zookas a little bit. Why I'm using Zookas is just impatience. I have no patience waiting for these low-level Lazortrons to cut through everything. They probably would do it, but I just don't have the patience to wait for it. So we're going to add some Zookas. The Zookas will hopefully get there after that machine gun is down. And now we'll put a shock on that stuff, and that should do it for stage 5. Pretty easy. We lost a total of... Oh, we lost a couple of medics, actually. Now, my medics are very low level, so that might have been part of the problem. I think my medics are level 3, not a troop that I upgrade on this account. This account, for those that are unaware, is locked in, stuck at HQ 18 for the remainder of its life, and that's simply because I can't do mid-level attacks if I've got a high-level base. So, actually, let's just see. I think it looks like I got a bunch of defends. What's going on here? People messing with the Sky Shield. If you're looking for free defends, you see how they're not using any troops, they're just testing the Sky Shield? That's a good idea. If you want to get free defends, drop the Sky Shield. It will boost your numbers. As you can see here, I've actually got all 800 defends, but one person gave me about 700 of those. So thank you very much to Orion if you're still out there. I believe he's on sabbatical and or quit the game, but nonetheless, before he did so, he gave hundreds and hundreds of defends to many people. This is going to be a problem. Okay, so let's get our Lazortrons. Uh-oh, I just barraged instead of Lazortroning. Do not recommend that. Let's get the proper hero out. I feel like Everspark is the best choice right here. I don't have brick on this account, so it's Everspark or nothing. And we're going to drop Everspark right about here after we drop our Lazortrons and our medics. And now, hopefully we can overheal those rockets. Doing a pretty good job so far. And let's get rid of this shock launcher because shock launchers and I don't tend to mix very well. Now, for those of you who watch my videos, this is a dramatic change from how I typically do War Factory, basically anything for that matter. Doing Dr. T, I typically will smoke to the back and rush the core. We're going to do things a little bit differently. If we can take down stage 6 with 3 Lazortrons, I'm going to be incredibly impressed with these things. I know people are complaining, saying they're weak still, but those people are the minority, I feel like. I think that people who have actually tried them out are saying that yes, I had one person say they took down Imitation Game stage 7 for the first time ever. They do take a bit of planning and a bit, like, anyone who's going to try and drop 7 of these things with an unboosted HQ18 account is going to have a tough time. Maybe we want to put some Grens with them. Maybe we want to put some heavies out front. Don't entirely know what the best strategy is, but I'm just going to keep using my GBE to clear things, and then we can potentially get some Zookas out and do some damage. Once that machine gun goes down, they should focus on that left-hand mortar. That's exactly what we're after. And look, they do clear mines. It has to be a pretty direct hit on the mines, it seems like. I've seen a couple times where like it just skims the side of the mine and it doesn't actually clear it. So and at this point, we're going to drop a couple shocks. Now, I think I probably shocked a little bit too early there, but I want to be a little bit overcautious and make sure that we keep our Zookas alive. Like, this is probably the easiest that I've had stage 6 go down of DrT Tropical in a long time. I'm shocking a lot early, but that's okay. We're just going to walk up and take it out. Like, these Lazortrons are very strong, very powerful, and they give you a lot of options. Like, I did not have to think about that. We didn't have to smoke. It wasn't hard. So stage 6 of DrT Tropical with unboosted level 3 Lazortrons. Let's see if we can take out level 7. Now, this boom cannon right here is going to be a drastic major problem. Let's get rid of that. Oh, this is going to be a heavy amount of GBE. Maybe we should have shocked it potentially, but let's see how this goes. There's a lot of high-level rocket launchers around. This might be a problem. We'll find out here in a second. That machine gun, I'm a little bit too close to that machine gun as well, so we're going to have some problems. Let's retreat. Yep. So that is not going to work. Front-loaded base versus low-level Lazortrons with low-level medics did not work entirely well. Let's try and load, what can we possibly load? Let's load some Grenadiers maybe, and we'll just straight up give this let's give this a shot. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work or not, but let's try. I don't even know which way I can go on this. Ice Shield would last for about a second on this, so that's not an option. Let's just drop right dead center, and we will see how this goes. Let's use the universal remote, actually. Let's try that. Oops, that's not what I was trying to universal remote. I wanted to universal remote the boom cannon there, which I never ended up getting, so let's retreat. I'm gonna save a couple troops. These things are expensive. Maybe, just maybe, we can do this a little bit differently and a little bit smarter. Let's try that again. I'm going to get rid of the Grens. My Grens are only level 1, so that is not an ideal setup for that. Let's go like this. I'm going to drop Everspark first. We will use her universal remote as soon as she walks off the boat, and then we will go like this. So universal remote's going to buy us a little bit of time, I feel like. Not a ton, but maybe just enough to get our troops out and healing and things like that. There's just too many snipers here, and I don't have enough damage from these low level Lazortrons. So let's go over into here. Why I'm going right is just for fear of anything else. There's going left, there is those big boom cannons, there's a shock launcher. So, I don't know. I feel like this level 7 is a little bit too front-loaded for low-level Lazortrons without boost. I just don't have enough GBE. I don't have enough GBE, and I don't have enough damage. So, you could maybe figure it out by adding some rifles and a couple, maybe some, yeah, I think rifles maybe, like kind of like RCZM like we talked about before, but I don't have any cryos, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. Let's collect our op reward. 28 diamonds is massive. If you're looking for a spot, small 9, you don't need our tag, just search it. Let's go back to Zookas. I've tried enough Lazortron for one day. Mid-level Lazortrons seem pretty effective though. You can probably get an extra stage or 2 of dr.t if you give them a shot. And I'm going to walk back into here. We've got brick loaded. With smoke, I am addicted to brick. Might as well face it, you're addicted to brick. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but it is now. We're going to walk a straight line, always straight lines, and then we'll figure out the rest after that. Now, as we near the end of the video, you'll notice that I've got a new end screen. That is, I've decided to push Patreon a little bit. I won't be talking about it. I'm not going to have banners during my videos or anything like that, but check out my end screen. Anyone who supports me on Patreon will be added to that for the time being, and then we'll tweak it with roles and things as it goes on. If you're looking to help support the channel, Patreon's a fantastic place to do it. It will give you the ability to join our Discord server. It will give you the ability to ask for help in operations, ask for intel help, ask for PvP help, chat with our 400 plus users, and all of that good stuff. And you don't necessarily have to be a Patreon member to get in there or anything like that. It's just I'm trying to add rewards and tiers. And so thank you very much to everyone who supports me, not just on Patreon, but on YouTube or on Discord or Twitter or wherever. Thank you very much. I will be spending a bunch of time on patreon.com/thezmoT. So if you have ideas of tiers or rewards or things you'd like to see, please, by all means, hit me up in the comments. Otherwise, I'm zmoT. Thank you very much for coming in, and peace.